Hey YouTube, this is my very first video on my second channel, Monster Bass Fishing TV, and just want to say please subscribe to Monster Bass Fishing TV, and please subscribe to my other channel, Catfishing for Life. Today I'm just gonna tell you guys about some good baits to use to catch bass in the winter. Yeah, so don't forget to like this video, rate and subscribe to my two channels, Catfishing for Life and Monster Bass Fishing TV. So first I want to talk about some good baits that I like to use for bass in the winter. This is my favorite bait right now. It's a little white spinner that I got from Walmart for about $6. I've caught a lot of crappie on this and a lot of bass last winter, so this is a pretty good bait. I usually catch bass around 2 or 3 pounds on this, not very big. Those are bass that size I usually use for flathead catfish bait, so it's not very big bass, but they're still fun to catch. Yeah, this white spinner has a bait holder hook right here, and yeah, this works really good. I like it. I like using this little spinner jig, I guess is what you would call it. Got this from Walmart. Yeah, I got this from Walmart for about $3. It came with a pack. I don't know where the pack is right now. I just found this in my tackle box, so yeah, I like using this. This is good for bass for about 3 to 4 pounds. I usually catch these bass on this when I cast way out in the deep part of the lake. So yeah, I like using this. 3-inch spinner on it, and it's called a curly tail jig, and it has this little spinner on it. So yeah, pretty cool bait. So now over to swim baits. Well, I only have one swim bait I like to use in the winter. It's a little 3-inch shad. It's a Berkeley shad. Works really good. It's scented with garlic. When I got it out of the package, I got this from Bass Pro in Tennessee. This works real good. I catch bass on this all winter. Bass love this little guy. He has real good action in it. Yeah, I catch bass from 6 to 10 pounds on this in the winter. I cast way out in the deep, throw probably about 100 to 120 feet out, and this works like magic. So I really love this little guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's supposed to be imitating a shad. I also like using this in creeks, just when the creeks are real deep in the spring, right after winter. All the snow melts. It's really good creeks. I like to use this little topwater rainbow trout bait. It's topwater. It's supposed to have 2 treble hooks, but the other hook got broken off of it. So this one I don't use this much, but I use it occasionally. I don't know what you call it, but the little thing it's supposed to be here is broken off too. I usually only catch 3 or 4 bass off this in the winter. I like using these kind of baits. I don't know what they're called. There's just a 4 or 5-inch worm with a little curly tail on them. They have sparkles on them. I like using these in real when the water's murky in creeks and in my lake. I use a what would you call it? Carolina rig with this, and yeah, I like using this because it has sparkles, real sparkly, as you can see, if you can see. Plus it has this white curly tail, so it works really good. It really attracts the fish. The fish can see it better in murky water. I like using this when it's real clear in the early winter, because it gets their eye, catches the bass, and yeah, the bass's eye. It has some sparkles on it. Has a real bright tail too. This is the same as this little guy, except it has no jig head and has no spinner on it. I usually catch crappie on this, but I'll occasionally catch some bass in the winter on this little guy. Just a 3-inch little curly tail. Usually catch bass between a pound and 2 pounds on this. I use I use a little split shot with this and a pencil bobber, and just throw it out there and wind real slow. Okay. Oh, by the way, these 2 baits work really good for the creeks. This works awesome, like really good in the creeks in the spring and really late winter. I like using this all year round in creeks. I catch bass on these, creek chubs. I'll catch suckers on these. Occasionally, I'll find a crappie hole and catch a lot of crappie on that. So yeah, it's real good for creeks. Oh, here's by far my favorite baits. These little Berkeley Gulp 2.5-inch minnows. They're 2 inches 6 centimeters, and I usually use a Carolina slip sinker rig with this, Carolina rig with this. Sorry, and it has a really good scent in it. All Gulp Alive Berkeley baits come with a scent, and these work really good. I pretty much only use these in the creeks for bass fishing and creek chub fishing, but yeah, these work real good. I catch bass all day on this. It says the scent is supposed to last 400 times longer. I guess that's what that means. Comes with 18 little minnows in here. The scent holds for, I promise you, 3 hours. You'll just slay bass and creek chubs in these creeks with them. It's supposed to imitate a smelt. I think that's a little type of bait fish, and it was made in China. You can look this up. It's called Berkeley Gulp Alive Smelt Minnow. Just look that up in the YouTube search bar, and there should come up some reviews of this bait, and it works freaking awesome. Yeah, so that's all for baits. The tackle, or the fishing line I like to use in the winter for lake fishing. I'm going to show you my lake real quick. There's snow on the ground right now, so you can't. This is not all my lake. My lake's, I think it's 9 acres. If you can see it, it may be too bright outside. Yeah, I think it is too bright. Yeah, it's too bright. Sorry. I'll show you another day. But yeah. I like using for winter bass fishing. I like for lakes. I like using 14-pound spider wire. I don't for lake fishing. I don't use anything. I try not to use anything less than 14-pound test, because there's a lot of snags in my lake. And I love spider wire because it has the equivalency to like Zebiko or Berkeley fishing line. It's like 20-pound test. 14-pound test has the equivalency to that because it's so strong. So yeah, I like using that for lake fishing or pond fishing with a lot of snags. In creek fishing, I like to use about 4 or 5 pound test with a little the spin cast outfit or a bait casting reel. So that's all for this video. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Monster Bass Fishing TV, and subscribe to my other fishing channel, Catfishing for Life. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Rate this video. I should have some more videos coming up on this channel this winter and whole bunch this spring, and I should have a whole bunch of new videos. all year round on my other channel, Catfishing for Life. So yeah, don't forget to rate and subscribe. See ya.